guess who's showing up on Emmy night?
Dun, 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 The Simpsons!
Surprise! Sunday, we've got a special presentation of The Simpsons, followed by a sneak preview of Rock, a new comedy the Washington Post calls a dream of better television. It not only comes true, it rings true. Rock. Then it's an all-star tribute to 4 decades of television comedy on the 43rd Annual Emmy Awards. The Simpsons, Rock, and the Emmys. It all happens Sunday on Fox. Who will be crowned the most adorable baby in America? Find out on America's Cutest Kids, Sunday at 7, 6 Central. Guess what? There's a Bundy in the oven.
Peg, what in God's green earth did you do to me?
Isn't it a dream?
Better be.
Catch the season premiere of Married with Children Sunday.
Brace yourself for the ultimate adventures, the ultimate competitions, the ultimate stunts, the ultimate challenge coming Friday. What a way to start the weekend.
Handyman busts him. The head detective books him. And Arsenio bails him out. It's a night of law and disorder on In Living Color Sunday. What's Terry's deepest, darkest secret? Just ask Lester.
You ain't never done the wild thing before?
True Colors.
I think it's wonderful
What's wonderful?
that you're a virgin.
Returns to Sunday at 7, 6 Central this Sunday. Al Bundy is expecting his 3rd child.
God, I feel like Exxon. One spill, I'm paying for it for the rest of my life.
But things are looking up on an all-new Married with Children Sunday.
What does it take to be considered the most dangerous man in America? Find out on a special presentation of America's Most Wanted tonight.
When Herman meets his dream girl,
Would it be possible to go to your apartment?
guess what's on his mind?
She wants us!
Get into Herman's head after Married with Children Sunday. The bad boys of comedy are back.
Your friend Pee-wee has been on a new adventure.
Catch the season premiere of In Living Color Sunday, September 22nd. Thursday, Bart falls in with the wrong crowd.
Pick a horse, kid.
Eat my shorts.
Eat my shorts. Okay.
On an all-new Simpsons, Thursday. It's Shakespeare like you've never seen it before.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Yeah, you better part.
On an all-new In Living Color Sunday. Al and the kids finally take a stand against Peg.
We had a 2-to-1 vote to replace our mom with a huge hooted Oriental woman.
On an all-new Married with Children Sunday.
Ray Charles didn't want a tribute, so his friends are throwing him a party. Ray Charles, 50 years in music, Sunday on Fox.
Good evening, and welcome to Fox. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Joe Cipriano's 1990s Be Kind and Rewind VHS playback party, Porty Peter party. It's a portable party, and I hope you're doing well. Let's go over to the comments and see what's going on here. Only Joe can make bad TV so good. Well, thank you very much. I'm very proud of that. I did that for years at different networks. In Living Color could never stay on air in 2026. Probably true. Scott, here is my wife using her PC. Oh, I see. Kellyanne is your wife. Okay, Scott. Well, we know a little something about you now that we didn't know before. I'm actually watching from Denny's. Denny's? Wow, that's pretty cool. What would we order at Denny's? Is that where you get the rootin' tootin'? Or is that, that's the Pancake House, I think. Well, anyhow, before we get into tonight's show, how about a quick recap of last week? Last week, we visited, if you remember, some of Fox's flops and foibles of the 1990s. We looked at shows like Whoops, the post-apocalyptic sitcom with the mutant turkey that threatened to eat survivors. And then there was Flying Blind with Tia Leone. Partners, John Cryer, and that story we told of the role that got away from him. He was asked to audition for the Chandler Bing character in Friends, but couldn't do it because he was in theater in London at the time. My Girls, the show that became Living Single 3 weeks before it premiered. And that one, Ask Harriet. Ask Harriet. Oh, my goodness. 3 weeks before it premiered, Ask Harriet, this people started to think, well, wait a minute, I don't know. 5 episodes, gone. Ed Asner was in it, still gone. The shows that didn't make it, but that deserve to be remembered, and we did last week, and we had some fun with it. And based on your comments and your reactions. It was one of our most watched and most commented upon episodes ever, so thank you for that. Tonight, welcome. We've got two stories that connect in a way that you may not expect. First of all, we're going to talk about Saturday morning, the ritual that every kid who grew up in the 1990s remembers, and how Fox showed up when everyone else was walking away. And then a comedy sketch that I acted in that turned out to be prophetic, because this silly comedy concept that nobody thought it was ridiculous actually has come true. But first, as always, let's dive into a Fox image campaign from the 1990s. Let's check out this one right here. We're going to take a look at image campaigns from 1997 to 1999. Enjoy. I always love looking back at those image campaigns. I got to tell you, Fox employed some really brilliant minds in marketing. And, you know, from Fox, they went on to other networks. In fact, that's how I ended up at CBS. A guy by the name of Ron Scalera, who was high up in marketing at Fox, was kind of stolen away by CBS, Les Moonves, when they decided they were going to go after a young audience. They had seen how well Fox was doing. And that's how I ended up there. Relationships, friends, relationships. That's the business. I think that's everybody's business. But in the meantime, welcome to Joe Cipriano's 1990s Be Kind and Rewind VHS playback party, streaming live everywhere you social. My name's Joe Cipriano. Throughout the decade of the 1990s, I was the comedy promo voice of the Fox network, and I was voicing promos like this. The stars come out on Fox Sunday.
Show me!
Peg's got a new best friend, Drew Carey.
It's us or him.
An all-new King of the Hill. And Marge is kidnapped by biker John Goodman.
You and me, jumper to jumper.
On a new Simpsons. Then, after an all-new Futurama, Frank Black joins forces with Mulder and Scully. Lance Henriksen guest stars on a new X-Files.
Look out!
It all starts at 7:30, 6:30 Central, Fox Sunday. Tonight, we start with something every single person watching the show probably experienced as a kid. Saturday morning. Yes, Saturday morning. And then we're going to talk about a comedy sketch I acted in that ironically predicted the future of AI. And let's hit it. I do want to take a moment. I want to shift gears here a little bit before we start up tonight and pay tribute to Hayden Panettiere, who passed away this past week at only 36 years of age. She was known for her roles on Heroes, Nashville, Scream 4, Scream 6. She died on Sunday in Greenville, South Carolina. Cause of death is not immediately known. Now, I first got to see her perform, and maybe you as well, in the show that I happened to be doing the promos for over at NBC, her show called Heroes. Heroes premiered on NBC September of 2006. She was a teenager, and the show became an immediate sensation. The show followed ordinary people who suddenly discovered they had extraordinary abilities. A cheerleader, that was Hayden, who could heal from any injury, a man who could fly, a painter who could see the future, a nurse who could absorb other people's powers. And the premise was pretty simple and, I guess, irresistible. What would happen if real people woke up one day with superpowers? Heroes premiered to over 14 million viewers, one of the biggest drama premieres in NBC's history at the time. And Hayden Panettiere, as Claire Bennett, the indestructible cheerleader from Odessa, Texas, became the breakout star of the entire show. And as I said, I was the promo voice of the show. I can't tell you how many times I said the phrase, "Save the cheerleader, save the world." Does that ring a bell? That line became one of the most memorable taglines in the history of network television. Let's take a look at one of the promos from season 1, back when I was voicing the promo. So this is me on one of the premiere shows.
Next Monday, every clue has a purpose. You have no idea. As these strangers connect,
Dad!
on the way to their destiny. Get ready for this bombshell.
What would people do if they knew what we were capable of?
Their secret is out.
You can't tell anyone.
Heroes, next Monday on NBC. Save the cheerleader, save the world.
Save the cheerleader, save the world. Hayden Panettiere saved something all right. She saved every scene she was ever in. And we will miss her. And I think it was important to pay tribute to her this evening before we get going. Let's take a look at one more promo from Heroes in their very first year.
Next Monday, the final chapter until the new year. They've come together.
You're totally my hero.
Now, evil grows stronger.
My name is Tyler!
Prepare yourself. A hero will be lost. And in a show known for surprise endings, you ain't seen nothing yet. The final Heroes until the new year, next Monday on NBC.
That was the world of NBC dramas in the early 2000s, and I was very lucky to be their drama voice for a good 2.5 years, doing that voice, which I never had tried before. I was inspired to do it by Don LaFontaine. It's a long story, and I won't get into it, but I was talking to Don one day, and he said, "You know, Joe, you never use this voice that you're talking in. You're always way up here doing, it's an all-new Simpsons." He said, "You ought to explore that voice." And when I heard that NBC was looking for a drama voice, I decided that I would give it a try. And I cobbled together a demo, got it to my agent. When I told her that I wanted to go after the NBC drama gig, she actually laughed out loud. But that was because I kind of hit her, out of left field with that. And thank you. The whisper cell does work well. I had quite a few friends over at CBS. Billy, Billy Redman, who said to me one day, "Joe, what is it with all the whispering? Stop whispering," which I thought was hilarious. And so, yeah, but that was a fun time for me to be able to explore that voice and do those dramas at NBC. And I thank Don LaFontaine for the inspiration on that. But tonight, we're going back further than that 2006 Heroes, back to a time of fun and excitement, back to when television made you wake up early on purpose, and you would see endless commercials every Saturday morning. Just, let's see, like this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
My Super Golden Crisp cereal really shakes up this nutritious breakfast. Que pasa, Toro?
Pasa your cereal, Sugar Bear.
No way, Jose. How about a vitamin-packed punch? Olé. I can't get enough Super Golden Crisp. It's got to crunch with punch.
Yeah.
I'll give you an orange for a red.
Now you can get your own Sugar Bear gummy bears in 4 fruity flavors free, only in specially marked boxes of Super Golden Crisp cereal.
Bow, bow. Bow. Bow, bow. Bow, bow.
Cuckoo Town. Hey, this town is cuckoo. Maybe here I can resist Cocoa Puffs. Ooh, the chocolatey part of this complete breakfast. All these munchy, crunchy, chocolatey Cocoa Puffs. Yahoo! I'm Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs just like back home. Hey, how do I get home?
Kids, to help Sonny get home, you can look for the Cuckoo Town Maze on especially cuckoo boxes of Cocoa Puffs.
After these messages,
We'll be right back.
Boy, I remember that bumper over and over again. The Sugar Crisp character, can't get enough of them Sugar Crisp, titled Linus the Lionhearted. And get this, Linus was brought to you by Post. Really? Look it up. Okay, Jim. The character of the Sugar Crisp is kind of like, if anybody remembers Bing Crosby. That's right, old boy. I'll tell you, boy, go over to that tree and cut me a switch so I can beat you. All righty. Cocoa Puffs. Yes. All righty. Someone had a question here. Is that Mayim Bialik in the McDonald's commercial? Could very well be. I don't know. Did anybody else notice that? Well, guys and gals, let me take you back to something that doesn't exist anymore. Oh, hello, Jack. Jack Daniel is here tonight. And what is it that doesn't exist anymore? Saturday morning. Well, not Saturday morning as in the day, but Saturday morning as an event. If you grew up in the 1970s, the 1980s, the 1990s, you know what I'm talking about, right? Friday night, you would go to bed knowing that tomorrow morning early, something special would be waiting for you. You would set your alarm, or you would just wake up and you would creep downstairs before your parents were up, pour yourself a bowl of sugary cereal with like a gallon of milk in it and plant yourself in front of that TV. And from the next 3 or 4 hours, it was all yours. I mean, come on. And then if you think about Sunday, it was a vast wasteland. It was like, oh my gosh, I got another day of the weekend. And that's when you would see, back in the 70s, Davy and Goliath, all the shows that were kind of like the cartoons that were religious based. But hey, whatever, we could take it. We'll take anything that we could get. Let's see here. Jack says it was a little Christmas every week. I love that. Thank you. I miss Saturday morning cartoons. Lyra says it takes me back to some great times. And what did David eat? He ate oatmeal. All right. That says a lot. It was a religious experience on Sundays. Yes, it was. For me, I miss Saturday morning high school sitcom. Oh, okay. Well, listen, Saturday mornings, each network had their own Saturday morning slate. Let's go through them right now. Take a look at CBS first. Here we go.
Check out Kid TV. We've got all new episodes of those radical reptiles battling the bad dudes and scarfing down the pizza. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Then bum a ride on some intense trips through time with a totally new show. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures.
It all begins tomorrow.
It's Kid TV on CBS. Where kids rule.
All right, let's zip over to ABC now.
Come on, everybody, can I take you to a place where the groove is strong? You got home base.
It's the best. Everybody's watching. ABC. Everybody's watching. ABC. Go, A.F. Poppy, what's it gonna be? You gotta watch Kids Time on ABC. Everybody's watching.
And of course, NBC was in the mix too on Saturday morning.
It's a smiling Saturday morning with those huggable heroes, the Gummy Bears and the Smurfs, plus those crazy critters, the Chipmunks.
Incredible.
Follow the adventures of Alf and Alf Tales.
Let's party.
Then it's the ever-funny Fat Albert, Hunky Brewster, and Ed Grimley. Hey. Saturday mornings.
ABC, CBS, and NBC owned Saturday mornings completely. Those three networks were pulling in over 20 million viewers on a Saturday morning. 20 million kids every weekend watching cartoons and all of those commercials that they would run. That was the power of Saturday morning. And I would love to know in the comments, And we got some of them. We had oatmeal from David. What did you guys used to like to eat on Saturday morning? I would love to hear from you. Put it up in the comments, and we'll see what you have to say. ABC had Schoolhouse Rock, which, yeah, that was pretty awesome. My NBC station didn't air Elf cartoons. Really? I wonder why. Okay. Something happened, though. Okay. And this is what we're getting to. In the late 1980s, early 1990s, what happened was cable television arrived. Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, Alphabets. And what do we have here? Carnation breakfast bars. Good one. No one has mentioned Pop-Tarts, which was a favorite of mine. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes and Apple Jacks. Let's see. Take me back to the good years. This Throwback Tuesday, or Thursday rather, is infallible. I remember Fruit Loops and Frankenberry. Oh, yes. All right. Now, because of the proliferation of cable television, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, suddenly kids could watch cartoons anytime, any day. And the big three networks looked at their Saturday morning ratings that were so huge at one point dropping. And one by one, they started to walk away. NBC actually was first to go, and they went hard. In the fall of 1992, NBC canceled every single cartoon on their Saturday morning lineup. Space Cats, Captain N, and the new Super Mario World Wish Kid, gone. Let's go take a look at Captain N and Super Mario.
When I got picked to be Game Master, I couldn't believe I was really in Videoland. But ever since I got here, it's been one exciting adventure after another. Maybe I'll never go home. What can I say? I'm hooked.
Super Mario, Super Mario, Super Mario World. Super Mario World. It's a blast from the past. It's Super Mario World. You got to move fast. Mario and Luigi are doing what they can. Yoshi and the princess are giving them a hand. Super Mario World. Super Mario World. It's a blast from the past. In Super Mario World, it's a blast.
All right, so when NBC pulled off all of the cartoons, what came on? Well, they replaced the cartoons with another edition of the Today Show, Saturday morning. Saved by the Bell spin-offs, California Dreams, Running the Halls. Do you remember that? And NBC had the nerve to classify all those shows as, quoting now, educational and informational programming. You know, back when that meant something to the FCC. Of course, nobody believed that, not even Bayside High. CBS hung on a little bit longer, and to be fair, they had some great shows back in the 1990s. Let's go take a look at some of the CBS cartoons.
Saturday mornings are slamming on CBS with Dink the Little Dinosaur. You sure? The California Raisins.
We're the kings of rock and roll.
The Muppet Babies.
Now what?
Pee-wee's Playhouse. Come on over. And Garfield and Friends. Yeah. Saturdays.
This is CBS.
I love that old style announcer. This is CBS. Yeah. There were many others that CBS finally cut from the lineup. They got rid of Garfield and Friends, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. Man, these are all amazing shows. Back to the Future, The Mask, Ace Ventura, Tales from the Crypt Keeper. And then by 1997, the FCC forced their hand and CBS replaced everything with educational programming. And that was essentially the end. And ABC, how about ABC? They actually fought back because in 1996, what happened? Do we remember? In 1996, a little company called Disney bought ABC. And Disney had quite a library of cartoons. And Disney showed up with everything they had. So they wanted to keep the Saturday morning fun going. Darkwing Duck, Goof Troop, Sonic the Hedgehog, Gargoyles. And then in 1997, one Saturday morning, Doug, Recess, Pepper Ann advertised as 5 hours of summer once a week.
5 hours of summer once a week. One Saturday morning. Yeah. 5 hours of summer is what we need. One Saturday morning. 5 hours of summer once a week. One Saturday morning. 5 hours of summer. One Saturday morning.
So ABC and Disney were the last one standing, and that's when dun, da, 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 Fox showed up. And guess what? They kind of took over. Yeah, let me tell you about this. Fox in 1990. 1990, I had started at Fox in 89. So 1990, they were still very, very early on, and Fox was still that scrappy upstart network. And while NBC and CBS were backing away from Saturday morning, Fox, they saw the opportunity. It's the same thing they did with NFL. They stole the NFL in the dark of night from CBS and spent tons and tons of money. And they did the same here in September of 1990. What did they introduce? Fox Kids Network. Fox Kids launched. And of course, they came on with that same Fox feeling. In fact, I have some of their early kind of image campaigns, very reminiscent of the image campaigns that I play for Fox Primetime. In fact, they used the same music, changed the lyrics. Here's one of the Fox Kids image campaigns.
Join us! The New Kids Network, where you belong! With the Cool Kids Club! I'm a Fox. He's a Fox, too. F-O-X! Saturday morning is always long! Be a Fox! I'm a Fox.
Watch for the new Fox Kids shows Monday through Friday and Saturday morning this fall on TV 50.
Look at my guys here. That and Bobby's. You guys always get ahead of me because we'll be talking about that very soon. Oh yeah. Yeah. We might talk about Tiny Toons, of course. Originally Tiny Toons was syndicated and went to Fox like 1992. Inspector Gadget, another good one. Okay. So Fox Kids launches, and from that moment forward, Fox Kids, believe it or not, became the #1 children's programming block among the major broadcast networks. Okay, I got another Fox Kids promo again. And again, they were right in line with primetime. And that is, we'll talk about this a little bit too. The marketing was shared, and we'll talk about that. So in this next Fox Kids campaign, the music comes from the 1992 Fox Primetime campaign, which was Everybody Knows It's on Fox. All right, by the mid-1990s, Fox was averaging a 3.7 rating on Saturday mornings. ABC was right behind at 3.5, but Fox was winning, and CBS was at 0.6. Okay, ouch. The network that had dominated Saturday morning for 2 decades was getting absolutely crushed by the new kid on the block. And because marketing for the new Fox Kids was kind of an offshoot from the primetime marketing, as I was saying, You see, a few of the writer-producers from Primetime were doubling up and doing some of the Fox Kids promos. Some actually went over to work full-time in Fox Kids. And because at that time in 1990, I was the voice of the Primetime Fox comedies, they sort of started to use me for those very early beginnings of Fox Kids. I think the thinking was they're trying to carry on. Fox was starting to get some traction and carry that on. So why not use the voice? Why not use the creative talent for all of the Fox Kids things? So let's go back, and this is where you guys were a little ahead of me here. Let's go back and take a look at one of Fox Kids' programmings with me on the tag for Bobby's World.
Hi, I'm Howie Mandel, and I hope you'll join me every Saturday on Bobby's World. It's worth watching. I'm there. Bobby's there.
That's my name.
He's just a cartoon. I'm real.
That is so gross.
Watch it, Bobby's World. You're going to love it. You might learn the new dance.
Bobby's World, next on Fox.
I'll talk about that read a little bit. Bobby's World. The ironic part of that promo is that about, I guess, 15 years later, I would end up working with Howie Mandel on a little show called Deal or No Deal for NBC. I was at NBC at the time doing promos. The show came on the air for a limited run. It was right around Christmas time. And the executive producer heard me on the promos and said, I want that guy for our announcer. So I became the announcer on Deal or No Deal and stayed in that position for the entire run with Howie Mandel as the host. The show ran on the network, and I followed it to syndication. And later, for one season, it ended up on CNBC for some reason. I have no idea, but guess what? It was another year of working, and, I was like, okay, that's good. We'll talk more about that at another time. I really want to dig into the Deal or No Deal and Howie Mandel and his idiosyncrasies and the fact that, he doesn't shake hands and all of that stuff and the fun stuff on Deal or No Deal. But let's get back to Fox Kids, going back to 1990s again. Let's run another promo. This one is for Tom and Jerry's Kids. And this one happens to have my voice on it as well. It was very early on in the Fox Kids arena. Here we go.
If you're mad about laughter,
It makes me mad, 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 mad.
if your heart bumps for thrills,
You manly hunk-a-hound, you.
if you go crazy over cute,
You want cute? I'll give you cute.
then knock yourself out
It's become sort of a sport.
and join the fun with Tom and Jerry Kids, Droopy and Dripple, and Spike and Tyke.
It always pays to advertise.
Saturday at 8 a.m. on Fox 24.
So just a quick thing about that read, it's like so over the top. And, we're doing Fox Kids, and all the producers were like, Joe, more energy. And I'm like, I'm screaming my head off here. But it was fun, and it was great to be there at the very beginning. To quote Deal or No Deal, it all starts now. I love doing that. That was fun. Tom and Jerry Kids was a favorite. Glad to hear that, David. All right, let me tell you what Fox Kids put on that Saturday block in 1990, because this is where it starts to get good and where you guys, again, are way ahead of me. Tiny Toon Adventures. Yeah, the show that launched Fox Kids, produced by Steven Spielberg and Warner Brothers, the spiritual successor to Looney Tunes. If Tiny Toon Adventures hadn't worked, there might not have been a Fox Kids. So let's jump in and take a look at a Tiny Toons Adventures promo.
I'm tiny, I'm toony, I'm just a little loony. And every afternoonie, I'm invading your TV.
I'm Babsy.
I'm plucky.
I work with him, I'm lucky.
For Tiny Toons, I won the best performance by a duck and me. Oh, I'm Plucky Duck and I'm a zany megastar. There's lots of other Tiny Toons, but who cares who they are?
He's Lucky the Mallard. He's funnier than Kay Ballard. It's Tiny Toon Adventures. Come and join the fun.
And now my song is done. Yes.
And this is where Fox Kids went from good to great. This next show, Batman, the animated series, right? Widely considered the greatest superhero cartoon ever made, maybe. I'm sure it's arguable. Dark, cinematic, Art Deco design, Mark Hamill as the Joker. It won 4 Emmy Awards, and it aired on Saturday mornings on Fox. For kids, that's right. Here's a promo for it. And, the voice on this is a friend of mine, and Jack, you'll know him. You know what? I'm not going to tell you his name. Let's see if you can guess who it is.
Weekday afternoons on Fox. Batman's getting busy. He's gonna jump, jolt, fly, fling, dive, and drive. All you have to do is hang on. Don't miss Batman the Animated Series. Weekday afternoons on Fox.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Kevin Conroy was the voice of Batman. And as I said earlier, the Joker was voiced by Mark Hamill of Star Wars fame. And Jim beats Jack Daniel with Coming Up with Bo Weaver, I recognize. And then about, 8:33 and 20 seconds later, there's Jack limping across the finish line. Yep. Bo Weaver. Great guy. Bo, if you're out there, I love you. So yeah, there you go. Now, that same year as Batman, there was X-Men, 5 seasons, consistently the highest rated Saturday morning show of the decade on Fox. And how about that music? Let's check out X-Men.
Previously on X-Men.
Wow. Fox Kids had so much going for it. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in 1993. Oh my God. I remember my son being nuts about that. Did you guys have birthday parties that were Power Rangers? Did a Power Ranger show up at your birthday party? Spider-Man, the animated series in 94, Batman, X-Men, Power Rangers, and now Spider-Man. Fox Kids in the mid-90s was essentially the Marvel and DC universe before Marvel and DC even knew what their universe was. Spider-Man ran for 5 seasons. Okay, we've been talking about your favorites. Well, thank you very much, VO Buzz Weekly, my friends, Chuck and Stacy. I love you guys. And congratulations on that high mark that you hit today. For VO Buzz Weekly in your channel, like a billion subscribers and viewers. Congratulations, you guys. I love you. I hope to see you soon. Sounds like a football theme, the X-Men. Yeah, you know what? It did. What is this? You said it, Buzz Weekly. And by the way, I love your Mark Elliott episode. Yeah, I love that one too. I love that. There's Jack joining in once again a little late, saying congratulations to Chuck and Stacy. So I think we pretty much covered it. If anybody has any more shows that you loved from any of the networks, doesn't have to be Fox Kids, any memories that you have Saturday morning, what it was like for you. Were you of that age? Were you too young? Were you too old? For me, I remember Saturday mornings in the 70s, and in the 80s. And here you go. Yeah, we kind of did mention Saved by the Bell. And yes, of course, that was awesome. So let's see here. Oh, we can't finish up Fox Kids without this. something that made Fox Kids different from everything else on Saturday morning, even if the networks were still trying to hang in there, was, and let's see if you guys remember this, Fox Kids Club. It was big. You could join. You got a membership card. There was a newsletter. There were magazines. You would sign up for it. Stuff would come to you in the mail. It wasn't just a TV block. It created a community. And Fox understood something that NBC and CBS never quite figured out. And look at that. David was a member of Fox Kids Clubs. I love it. I was more 70s and 80s with Super Friends. Yeah, I believe that. Oh, yeah. This is a good one. Sid and Marty Krofft classics. Jack is trying to come back at me. Saturday morning wasn't just about programming. It was, now this is what Fox got. It was about relationships. And it was perfect for pulling in all the local affiliates to be a part of the fun on a local level in every city. So let us go to Kansas City right now for this Fox Kids promo from the Kansas City affiliate.
Join us! The 41 Kids Club is on the air!
Hey, 41 Fox Kids Club, I'm at Bryant School because these guys are making animal masks to wear in the All-Species Parade, the wildest Earth Day event you'll ever see. And you can be in it, too. Oh, and by the way, the parade starts at 9 a.m. on Saturday, April 25th. It's going to be wild.
The 41 Fox Kids Club is brought to you by Quaker Oats and Pepsi.
Jack, you're a funny guy. I kid. I make fun. San Francisco calls it Fox Kids Town when it was changed to Fox Kids Club. David says that the Kansas City Fox affiliate is now an NBC affiliate. Okay. Very good. I did not know that. I enjoyed the Proud Family as a grown-up. Okay, very good. Now, here's the bittersweet part of the story about Fox Kids. Everything ends. It didn't last. By the late 1990s, who came on but another of those measly little upstart networks like Fox at the time, the WB. Yeah. Did you know I was going there? Did ya? And they had Pokemon. They had Animaniacs. I mean, Warner Brothers, right? WB, which started to overtake Fox Kids in the ratings. And by 2002, Fox Kids, as we knew it, was gone. But more importantly, the concept of Saturday morning cartoons itself was dying. In 1996, Congress passed a new rule requiring broadcast networks to air 3 hours of educational programming for children per week. So instead of Batman and X-Men, you started getting informational shows about the environment. Yes. And the kids? Where did the kids go? The kids went to cable. They went to Nickelodeon, to Cartoon Network, and they were very happy. And Saturday morning, the ritual that had existed since way back in the 1960s quietly ended. And the last Saturday morning cartoon block on a major broadcast network aired in 2014, not on the WB, the redesigned, the rebranded, not Warner Brothers, not the WB, because the WB kind of became the CW. And that's where the last cartoon block on major broadcast networks aired 2014. Nobody noticed because by then, sadly, nobody was watching. All right, let's take a quick break here. And then we'll come back with the second segment that'll take us up to the top of the hour. And let's check out this. Let's see if I have it here. Yes. This is a fun thing that we ran. Our end credits department put this together. It's Matt Groening introducing his new show, Futurama. Let's take a look.
We have Simpsons creator Matt Groening for a sneak peek of the new Fox series, Futurama.
This is Bender the Robot.
Big eyes, square pupils. That's how you can tell he's a robot. It's kind of crude, but you get the idea here. There's the bullet-shaped head. Bender's bad. Don't be like Bender. He's a bad role model. In fact, in general, don't be like any robot. That's my advice. It's Bender.
Bite my shiny metal.
Get to know Bender on Futurama tonight after an all-new Simpsons on Fox.
I didn't know that. So they branded it Kids WB on the CW for a while. That's interesting. Okay, into this quick segment. This will just only be a few minutes, and we'll chat some more. In the early 2000s, I was cast in a comedy sketch, a little mini movie that was a fake infomercial. And it was created for the Key Art Awards, which is now called, Jack, what is it called? Is it called the Trailer Awards? I'm trying to remember what it's called. But the Key Art Awards was the Oscars of entertainment marketing. They celebrate the best movie posters, the best trailers, the best advertising campaigns in Hollywood. Thank you, Jack. Jack is right on it. There he is. The Golden Trailers. Yes, the Golden Trailers. That's exactly what it is. Of course, the first time he put it in, he wrote it as the colon trailers. Jack, please. All right. Back to this sketch that was going to run and did run during the Key Art Awards, the Oscars for movie trailers. And let's see what Jack has to say here. Actually, aren't the Key Arts the Cleos? I think I was wrong. I'm not sure, Jack. So the sketch that we did, this little comedy thing, was called InstaTrailer. And the premise was simple and totally outrageous and ridiculous. What if a machine could cut your movie trailer for you? All right, remember the audience. We're talking, to all of these trailer people. The machine would do it itself. No editors, no writers, no voiceover artists. You just upload your raw footage and let the machine do the rest. And it was funny back in 2000, whatever the heck it was. It's not so funny now. And I think you know what's coming. Let's take a look. It'll go for about 4 minutes. InstaTrailer.
Has this ever happened to you? Darn. You're recutting a trailer, fixing all the mistakes those lazy, overpriced vendors make.
God damn it.
And suddenly, you hit a wrong key.
Shit.
Deleting hours of work.
Fuck!
Well, those days are over. Introducing InstaTrailer, the machine that lets the trailer cut itself. With InstaTrailer, no longer will you be bothered by those pesky editors, copywriters, and graphic designers who bug you with demands for overtime, a personal life, even food. InstaTrailer is a trailer company in a box. Just load InstaTrailer. Answer a few simple questions, and you've got a trailer.
Sweet.
And not just any trailer, but a trailer that'll test, a trailer that'll finish, and with the right friends, even a trailer that can win a Key Art Award. And forget overtime. With InstaTrailer, you'll be out of the office by noon.
Thanks, InstaTrailer.
InstaTrailer is programmed with the tastes and work habits of all your clients. It never needs sleep, never gets tired. You can fiber with Disney all day, fiber with Sony all night, and never even stop for a bathroom break.
Great idea, Josh. I'll try it.
And with just one InstaTrailer, you can work in any genre.
Unfunny romantic comedy, not so thrilling thriller, totally unnecessary sequel.
Service any client.
Samoth, Wayne, Gargoda. Gibbonator sold separately.
Just think, the next time Tony Sella says,
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
you'll actually know what he means. Here's how it works. Step 1, fire your writers. Bye, buddy. And let's not forget the voiceover talent. No more, why do you want me to read that again? No more, Ashton, can you move your limo? Just set the dial and let InstaTrailer do the rest.
In a world, 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 in a world.
To show how easy InstaTrailer is, we asked Skip to cut a trailer and gave him 2 weeks to do it. We gave the same movie to this 4-year-old child with InstaTrailer.
InstaTrailer!
3 hours later, Johnny here cut a trailer that tested better than Skip's. Surprise, Skip?
Not me. I've been on InstaTrailer since Gone in 60 Seconds.
Now hold on. Maybe InstaTrailer can do a safe middle-of-the-road cut, but what if I want something a little out of the ordinary?
We've all been there. The client asks for something conceptual. No problem. Just hit this button. Whoa! And InstaTrailer will give your trailer the one element that lets clients know you're pushing the envelope. Order InstaTrailer now, and for a limited time, you'll also get Cut Down, the program that takes your trailer and chops it into a dozen totally different TV spots.
InstaTrailer, may I take your order?
And for the first 100 callers, we'll throw in DVD to Go, the revolutionary software that turns any movie spot into a home video spot.
Thanks, InstaTrailer.
Thanks again, InstaTrailer.
Yeah, InstaTrailer. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, InstaTrailer!
InstaTrailer. Thanks.
Isn't it time you stop watching 10, 15, even 20% of your revenues go down the drain to things like labor and talent? Get InstaTrailer, and the next time your client asks for something out of the box, you'll be giving them something from out of a box.
Call 1-800-I-TRAILER now for InstaTrailer. 3 monthly payments of $39.95 will be charged to your credit card plus shipping and handling. Order in the next 20 minutes and get Cut Down plus $60 value for free along with your InstaTrailer. For the first 100 callers, we'll also throw in DVD to Go. Don't miss this great offer. With InstaTrailer, your profit soar, and guys like me are reduced to doing infomercials. Can you believe this bullshit?
Let's see here. What do we got? I spotted Happy Jose from Sonotone 8 p.m. in there. That gem is so far over my head, I can't even tell you. What's the story of you being asked to do that? It's so awesome. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, it was an open casting call. My agents at the time at SBV said, I think we should put Joe up for this. And the casting call was they were looking for a Steve Carell type. And so I went in and I did my funky kind of voice that actually you heard last week from Night and Day on NBC, when I was Marty of the Morning. And they loved it, and it was a fun shoot. But of course, the script, the whole joke about InstaTrailer was how ridiculous this was, this notion that a machine could cut a trailer, cut TV spots, home video, DVD spots by itself with no help from a human. Okay, all of that came true right here, this year, last year, too. By the way, I love how these intersecting connections happen. We talked about Deal or No Deal. Did you notice in InstaTrailer, the beautiful model? Does anybody recognize who she is? Think about it for a moment. But I'll get back to the ridiculous notion that a machine could cut a movie trailer. So it's 2026. You take your raw video, you put it into an AI app in your phone, you go about your business, you come back, and the AI has done a full edit, ready for use. It's not a joke anymore. That's just Tuesday morning in 2026. And then, of course, the line in the sketch about voiceover, no more, why do you want me to do another take? No more, Ashton, can you move your limo? Just set the voiceover dial and let InstaTrailer do the rest. That line was written as absurdist comedy, and today it's a description of what AI voice apps are doing every day. So let me ask this thing. Who's the wise guy that came up with this comedy sketch, for God's sakes? And we could get deep into this whole AI thing, talking about voices being cloned and AI on camera actors, but we'll leave that for another time, or maybe not. Yes, no joke now. Okay, getting back to the model who was in InstaTrailer. She looked familiar. Okay, I'm going to let you off the hook. Are we ready? Nobody else is rolling in. She was model number 9 on the show that I was the announcer of with a guy by the name of Howie Mandel. Patricia Cara is her name. She was briefcase model number 9 on Deal or No Deal for the entire run. She was there from day one, as I was, Howie was, and she ran the whole genre all the way through the CNBC years. I spoke to her recently. She has a book out about her years on Deal or No Deal, and would love to have her on and talk about it. That would be pretty cool. And here's that thread that ties together tonight's 2 stories, okay? Saturday morning cartoons disappeared because technology changed the landscape. Cable arrived at the time. Kids could now watch cartoons whenever they wanted, and the networks walked away. And now today, AI has arrived, and AI can edit your video while you're at lunch. Just like Saturday morning, nobody saw it coming. Nobody saw it coming quite this fast. Is there good news? Saturday morning cartoons are gone from the networks, but Batman, X-Man, Spider-Man, those characters are bigger than ever, right? So maybe the lesson is the platform changes, the great stuff survives. At least that's what I'm going to go with. Okay? All right. That's tonight's show. And I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back again next Thursday with a whole new list of stuff to talk about. You can always drop me a line if there's something you'd like to talk about, if you'd like me to talk about the 1990s. Be happy to hear from you. So until then, have a great week, and I'll see you next Thursday. Cheers.